going.
Oh, okay, we're going. Welcome to a weekend with Ernie. We finally get to camp in Ernie again. Where are we at?
Canyon City.
Canyon City, Colorado, outside of Colorado Springs-ish. So it's pretty nice out here. We're kind of in a valley. It's
kind of in a canyon, per the name.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We got in late last night, so I've thrown some stuff on this table over here. Maybe, I don't even know where it is. But we're gonna get set up. You guys get to watch that, because something about setting up a camper is just thrilling, isn't it?
Maybe we'll put it in, maybe we won't. Just depends on if there's something good in there.
But today we're gonna talk about 5 things that we did super, super well the first time and 5 things we did not do well at all. So I think a big part of this is we kept this, we did not keep this, and this is brand new.
And hopefully you don't have to buy 2 million things and experiment like we did.
Lessons learned.
Yep.
Okay, see you soon. One of our favorite parts about Ernie, you've seen us use it a bunch, we absolutely got this one right the first time, was the awning.
It's a chilly morning here in Canon City. Nate's making coffee, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you another thing that I think we pretty much nailed on the very first time, which is our cabin storage. So we've got these bins. One thing to note with these storage bins is that we do have one that's specific to dirty laundry. So this weekend was great. For instance, things were getting pretty muddy as the snow was melting. We got some dirty laundry in there, and at the end of the weekend we'll bring only that bin inside, and then we'll wash it and bring it right back in here. So when we do the load of laundry, we won't even mix in our regular clothes, just to make sure that nothing gets mixed up and that we're putting back into the camper what just goes into the camper, so that we're always prepared and ready to go. The other thing, sorry for the disaster that is our camper this morning, are these packing cubes. Okay, another thing I think we pretty much nailed on the first go around are these towels. So these are from Nomadics. We have 2 different sizes. We have a super big one. We use that for like showers and stuff when it's warm out. And then these smaller ones, and we use these for dishes, wiping the dog's paws, wiping the dogs off when they get wet. But these towels don't hold any sand and they dry super, super quickly. I would highly recommend them for anything camping. They're also really light and super foldable and packable. So if you're doing like any backpacking or anything, these are really fantastic to do for that purpose too. Okay, I was just talking about those towels and hanging them up, and here is the little doodad we hang them up on. This is our gear rack. This was an amazing purchase, totally an impulse buy at REI, and so happy we did it. These little guys, you fold, twist around something, and then hook anything you want into these carabiners. So in the warmer weather, we'll hang this outside and we'll hang our clothes up to dry, hang those towels, you know, whatever's kind of needing to go on there. If it's colder weather, we can easily string this somewhere in the camper and hang anything that needs to air out or dry out. So amazing. I don't know, this was probably less than 20 bucks and paid for itself like the very first time we had it. Okay, so I don't know if I'd necessarily call this next one a fail, but we're definitely on our 3rd round of blankets here. We started out just with a regular old duvet. We knew that was not going to be sustainable because of the dog's paws and stuff and getting it super dirty. So we moved from there to a 2-person sleeping bag, which really wasn't bad. We were plenty warm. I think we just wanted something like bigger that would openly fold over the both of us. And so that's led us to our 3rd round, which is a 2-person rumple. This is initially what we wanted to start with, but they were sold out of those for many, many, many months. So we basically now just have a series of rumples, and then I bring this wood one along. What the heck am I saying? The pregnancy brain, let me tell you, it is it's been a struggle. I bring this wool one along just because I like having a blanket with weight on me.
Another topic that we did not do right the first time was our coffee setup. So we've gone through like 3 different types of mugs. This is our second different coffee maker. We tried a percolator the first time, and I don't know if we did it wrong. I don't know if we just don't like percolator coffee, but this is what we've settled on finally. We have a hand grinder. We use a little scale to measure out the water. The grinder is pretty easy because each full chamber holds 30 grams. 2 cups of coffee is 2 full chambers. So we've done pretty well with this over the last couple of months. We like this the best so far. I think we like different types of coffee over French press better, but to be honest, out here camping, we don't have the patience to do anything like a pour over. But that's also why we're spoiled with our coffee. Yeah, so this was one that we would think a little harder on before we tried something just brand new like a percolator. I did not do a stellar job this morning on coffee or Johnny cakes.
Nate really messed everything up this morning. He thinks I can't tell when he uses tank water versus real filtered water that we bring, but the tank water is so awful and disgusting I can't even drink the coffee because that's what he made it out this morning.
It also doesn't help that I barely warmed it up.
Yes, it's not even like lukewarm. It's maybe like bean water at its best. It's gross. Mm-hmm. It's not being consumed.
Oh, I'll drink it.
Oh, we gotta show you our coffee. Boxcar. Not Boulder. But we have a fellow teardropper with us this weekend, which is super exciting. She actually just picked up her camper and this is her first outing. And so we spent a lot of the weekend talking about different gear, different accessories, and spent a good bit of time yesterday talking about clothing just because I think we've experienced all 4 seasons just this weekend.
Yeah. It was frigid and snowy, like sub 20 degrees.
When we got here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Warmed way up yesterday.
Yeah.
This morning was windier than heck.
Yeah, it's been crazy. So it was kind of bringing up these conversations, and obviously we did a whole video on how to stay warm winter camping. So we talked, quite a bit about that. But I think that is like, I don't want to call it a fail because we didn't fail at it. We just didn't know. Like, we didn't know what kind of gear you would need to be outside for as long as we are in the different temperatures and elements that we experience. Yeah,
definitely did not do it right the first time. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so now, obviously go take a look at that. Go take a look at that video. And I think my YouTube skills are getting to a place where I can link it. So you might see it pop up
here
somewhere.
Be right over here.
Okay, next item on our fail list is Galley Storage. I think we're finally, what?
I think it's still a fail.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I was gonna say is our third attempt at this. Our first attempt was just like plastic bins that look very similar to these. Then we went like wooden crates that I painted and they looked really cute, but they were scratching everything and it just didn't really work. So we got these. We really liked them when we first got them, but I don't know. These aren't really working either. So if you have any recommendations, maybe it's just our galley setup. Maybe we just made a bad decision. We thought we wanted all this like open space because we'd have it, but then shh, don't tell her we're looking at our galley. But then you see something cool like this with, drawers. We definitely wouldn't do the drawers because we want this space under here to make sure that we've got enough room for our grill and stuff for when we travel. But like, I could see these cabinets being super helpful. So I don't know. We gotta figure something out.
Okay. This should be actually in the cabin, but it's easier to show you out here. One of our bigger fails that turned into one of the biggest successes, but still started as a fail, was how were we gonna stay warm? So in the cabin, we thought that like, oh, you'd get in there and just throw enough blankets on you to stay warm, and you do, but the dogs don't. The air is still very cold in there. It might take you a little time to heat it up, And while your bodies might be okay because you've got 2 layers on and then you've got blanket on top of blanket, the dogs are freezing cold. So we said, well, we're gonna go with one of these electric heaters. Just these little 100-watt electric heaters. They actually warm it up pretty well. We also used a Mr. Buddy propane heater. Same thing, they keep the camper warm, but this drains the battery super fast. 100 watt with a 1500 watt heater, that gives you 15 hours, but if it's either A, not full, or you're trying to run lights and charge phone batteries, like this takes it down pretty quickly. So what we ultimately went to, and this is courtesy of Colorado Teardrops, thanks to Dean and Tyson over there, we got ourselves a propane powered heater. So this little Truma heater comes right from the propane through the wall up and mounts right here in the galley, and then it actually blows hot air into the cabin. There's a thermostat inside. This works unbelievable.
So we saved the best win for last.
Ernie!
Look at him in all his glory.
Oh yeah. And by the way, look at Ernie's friend. Hi, Alicia.
Hi.
It's Alicia like Trisha, not Alicia like Keys.
Nice.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Bye, Ernie. We'll see you later. Have another great future weekend with Ernie.
Okay, guys, get yourselves outside.
Go do something fun. Bye.
Bye.